Jackson, no looks to Acy. And Quincy Acy now with 22 points. Harris the lob, Acy the finish.
And the other type of call-up I would say is from teams outside of the Mavericks. You know, we take pride in our guys getting called up, not just by the Mavericks, but by any team, because we want to give our players those opportunities. You know, a guy who jumps to mind in that regard is Quincy Acy.
Coaching Quincy Acy was an incredible experience. He's one of my favorite players that I've ever been around. I think besides the level at which he plays, which is a very high level, he was an incredible teammate. And just to see a guy of that basketball caliber and talent every single day be such a good teammate and really focus on treating people well, from his teammates to the coaches to the interns, whoever he came across, he treated well.
He's the kind of guy, he'd show up on team buses at 6 o'clock in the morning with donuts for everybody. You know, the kind of guy who understood the importance of leading through how he played and how he talked to people. He had a great way of talking to his teammates to get them to play harder and understand what it was to be a pro.
He didn't come in with specific NBA teams interested in him. He came in, committed himself to the process of getting better. And whether that was going to take 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years, he was committed to the process of getting better and showcasing that he could do the things that NBA teams felt he couldn't. So I believe we're up in Sioux Falls a couple hours before the game. The call up to Brooklyn wasn't done yet, but it was close enough that it didn't make sense for him to play. And so we, you know, in conjunction with his agent, made the choice that he's going to sit tonight. And I think it was 2 days later, that call up got formalized.
It's hard to describe the legitimate happiness for him that everybody felt. You know, it's in that moment where you're not thinking about getting the win. You're not thinking about how difficult it's going to be to try to compete without one of your best players, especially somebody like Quincy. But you're overcome with so much joy for that individual person because he deserved it. And I think that reaction in that room was priceless, because it showed how good of a teammate he was and how much everybody appreciated him. Because it was legitimate joy that everybody felt for him.
And when he signed for the rest of the season, as a way to say thanks to his former teammates down in the D-League, he sent every one of them a $250 gift card.
I just kind of wanted to do something to show my appreciation. Like I said earlier, you know, it's tough to kind of throw a guy in the mix, and, you know, it can kind of mess up the culture sometimes and the chemistry. But those guys took me in with open arms. You know, I feel like I got to know the guys real well, and I feel like we bonded and, you know, built friendships that'll last a lifetime sometimes. So the legends have been great. I'm forever indebted to the legends, and, you know, I loved everything about my time here.